Hello everybody, today we are back with another Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair video. Today we're going to be playing the fourth trial of the game, so yeah guys, let's begin. It'll be the first half too. Okay, so we are at the set skills part, so let's go ahead and do it. Oh yeah, we got absolutely nothing, right? We got unlimited flame. What does that do? Here's the power of the silencer, not by much. Can't get that one. What is this one? I don't know. I literally got nothing because I tried to go for Chiaki, then I tried to go for Kazuichi, and then nothing happened. So, yeah. Let's finish our preparations to start the trial.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go! Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu!
Yeah.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
Yeah, I don't think rabbit's supposed to go with curry.
Because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Well.
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Okay.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Yeah, we were. Hajime's got that unspoken, what is it called? Drizz, or...
Imbecile!
Riz.
I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Of course you're not. You're much
What
classier
did you
than
say?
that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of
Well,
you
Hajime
Strawberry
was at
House
Grape
dudes.
So y'all are not... We were not all chicks, right? Oh no.
One of
You're the cruelest...
Now. Enough with the lovers' quarrel.
What,
We
Chiaki?
need to
What?
think about this
What?
seriously.
What are you talking about?
We don't have the
What?
luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
Okay.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon. Well, the weapon is obvious, right? What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You could totally tell just by looking.
One thing at the crime scene that looks like a weapon is probably the hammer. Ooh. Tipped over pillar. Pillar fragment?
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
Oil on the floor, tipped
the
over
killer, huh?
No, the hammer!
Oh,
The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
It looks new.
That's
New-looking
right.
hammer.
It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
The hammer looks new.
I guess we should figure out the weapon.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, it was new.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong. Nah. Kazuichi, you're wrong.
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
That's...
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Yeah, but the killer
Where
might have
did they
wiped
get
off
their
the oil
water?
later.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
What?
Baby gangsta? Me?
Just so you all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Sure, Kazuichi.
I thought maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
Seems that was a waste of time.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
The pillar?
How about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
So she's thinking the same thing I'm thinking.
I see.
The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach
The pillar was
Nekomaru
way
got
too heavy for
clobbered
us to
with
lift,
that pillar.
so I don't know how it can be that weapon.
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Nekomaru himself.
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
Yeah,
What the heck?
but it does bother me a little. That word suicide. Just like Nagito said. I don't think so. He's just trying to throw us off.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
We're just gonna straight up disagree with her.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a...
We got, I think pillar fragments. So it's not, it must be the pillar fragments.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia! I'm getting hella excited!
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was
think
not
I am
beating
right.
him with it is beyond a
What about tipping the pillar over?
Yeah, okay.
No, that's wrong.
There's a pillar effectively on top of its body, but not underneath, so that's incorrect.
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
Yeah.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was
But we
killed by that
don't
pillar.
know how he was killed with the pillar. If he was killed with the pillar,
Why are you so
we need
certain
to move on
about
before
that?
the class trial ends.
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we? There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys, same as usual. You're
off,
unable to
Nagito.
clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh. What did you say? Regardless, it's not like...
Hey, Nagito, what the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon. I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your four
No.
dark devas of destruction.
I see.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Just tell us already, Nagito.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
Two houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. Okay. Strange feeling in the tower.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and...
Strange feeling in the tower. What's that? What is that?
are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place.
I don't think so.
I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
I'll try shooting the first stage.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and are actually the exact same place.
Oh,
No, that's wrong.
that is right. Okay. Damn, I'm on fire today. What the heck?
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that
Maybe
now?
it's just the first
Do you-
stage.
Hajime, I
What
won't
happens
tolerate any sort of
the next
rebellion.
day I'm playing and like, I don't remember. When
I
did
mean,
when I
doesn't it
shot
seem
the
strange?
before. You know?
When we went to Great Tower from Great Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Great Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place.
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building.
Bow down! Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
We all went
Well, we
the
were
same
moving
way.
from Great Tower to Strawberry Tower, but we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved.
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there's no bread, let them eat cake.
What? Over pillar, no chain.
There are many different ways.
Why?
The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled.
The oil didn't move.
And Nekomaru could have been moved. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short, that might be hard even for Monokuma.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly wielding the power of the futuristic rope. The pillar, he could have moved it all, easy as pie.
No.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly wielding the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
The oil.
Allow me to cut
Got
through
it.
those words.
Hey, I got it. Let's go, dude. Move.
Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
I know, right? How'd you do? That's like my thumbnail.
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
I guess.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea, huh?
But we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Then the only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues, Nagito.
Hey, Nagito. I thought it would come to this. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Determined? Is he talking about the traitor? So why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Something happened to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
The life-threatening game.
I see!
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it.
You saw a window.
In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there,
Strawberry.
a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself.
He's in a strawberry. So
From
he
that
must have-
window,
I don't know.
I saw some very
Saw the outside.
strange scenery.
I'm just kidding.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep,
Back to Grit creepily as you retrieve a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
see? This is it.
And as he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture. What?
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Yeah, because then that's where the elevator is, right? So... Yes, I think so.
Then let's begin. Shall I call it
We're gonna do a logic dive.
thinking time?
Doesn't make sense in this picture. It's this. Right?
Crap!
Is it the forest?
Here!
I don't know. They both look weird.
You said this photo was taken. If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then, this is definitely strange.
Oh, because we're above
This photo
trees.
doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angle suggests it was taken from higher up.
Yeah.
I see. And is that it?
Magno said there's a lot of things that don't make sense in this photo. It means there are other contradictions contained in it. It's this.
Crap!
Is it the tower itself? The sky?
Here!
I don't know, man. That's weird.
If the structure... Grape House and Strawberry House, which means... But in this...
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not. Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student.
I've been literally solving most of these mysteries.
Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue. You talking about that one item? Or one time?
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already.
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
Maybe everything's flipped? Oh shit. Logic dive. I usually fuck up on this part, guys. Here we go. Okay, so... oh shit. I think I know what I'm doing. Kind of... shit. Can we drift? Ooh, juked. What the fuck? That shit was fast. They exist. There's no way they don't exist, right? That would be a dumb question. I mean, that is a dumb question. Whoa! Duped. Oh god. Yep, predicted that. Oh. Question 2. Strawberry House and Grape House are the same buildings or two different buildings? They're the same building, but I accidentally tricked them. They're the same building. I'm just stupid. Question 3. How are the strawberry houses grouped vertically, horizontally? Vertically. Vertically, right? Yeah, okay. That's the only way Nagito could have gone.
It's all coming together.
Gone from first floor to third floor of this house. Oh yeah, okay, so Grape House is on top of
I know the
Strawberry
secret
Tower.
of the funhouse. Then let me hear it.
So, yeah.
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Floors above Grape House.
I see!
Easy.
On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap. I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
Is it?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a
That's a pretty old term.
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Okay, you figured that out.
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
It was on the islands, though.
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
I'll definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna
It's
stand
okay,
out till
Kaji.
she notices me.
Maybe one day. Make your arguments. Wire can have that. I don't know.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
Wow,
No
she's sipping
fair,
for
you
Gundam.
totally stole my spotlight.
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up, just pick one of them.
So we have to.
I'm gonna solve this mystery.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Mechanical body. We have to observe mechanical body.
I'm gonna solve this.
Strange feeling.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Okay, yeah.
No,
okay.
that's
I got
wrong.
it. I got it. Nice.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Me?
By your own account.
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said, right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Okay, Sonia.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking,
I
right?
don't think he has the mental capacities for that, brother. Also, a dummy. Nekomaru has a really complex body.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Kazuichi is not the killer.
Kazuichi can't come up with that
If
much
he
stuff.
was,
if didn't come
He
with it-
wouldn't have fixed the
didn't-
elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed
But the
broken.
killer could. If he was a killer, he would do it just to make him look not guilty, you know?
I see. That is disappointing.
I see what you're saying, Chiaki.
I'm even more disappointed.
Yeah, that sucks.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
A device like that. A device that transports things to different floors in the same building. I feel like I've seen that before. Alright, let's do this. Escalator? Elevator? Elevator? I think it's elevator. Yeah, it's elevator. Okay. Gosh, that's stupid. Got it.
I got it! You must be talking about an elevator.
Yeah, no,
Are
no
you
one
saying Nekomaru's
That's
body
just
was
like a
transported
catwalk.
using an elevator?
transporting stuff, but up and down vertically.
Where the
that'd
hell
be
is
an
this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was
Yeah.
designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower?
Probably just to throw you off.
And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
Because they're two different doors. Obviously, they're painted differently.
There are
They're not,
too many
projection.
strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
Yeah.
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
Things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. Don't think that they were all on the floor.
I see!
Yep.
Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And
And?
why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can
It's
figure that out,
because
you'll have the answer. The reason is
They're trying to
because
trick us.
that elevator has something unique about it.
Maybe the top floor is a grape pattern and the bottom one is the strawberry thing? I don't know. Something unique about the elevator. Only the floor moves. Oh shit. There's no ceiling. Only the floor moves.
I see!
Shit.
So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Just for show. Why was something like that necessary?
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building
Yeah,
had a
Monokuma.
totally twisted personality.
Or maybe Monami made it.
Did you hear that, Monami?
Oh.
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
What the fuck? Aren't they?
There's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button And wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain.
Gundam, please proceed.
Oh my gosh.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically. If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other? If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality?
What does it do? No, it doesn't.
Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator.
That's because
Which
it's moving
means the
horizontally,
houses are
right?
on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
Two houses are connected vertically, and the positions of the tower should be going the same. Oh yeah, okay. In fact, when my back was facing the elevator in the Grape House, the tower was on my right. When my back was facing the elevator in the Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break this through this contradiction? Maybe it goes around it and then goes to the other side? How does it count for you? Does it count? Okay. How does it count for you? Contact elevator? Maybe it's contact elevator. Or I have to observe it. I'm not sure if I have to.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning.
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
If the two houses are
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
No, that's
so
wrong.
stupid.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you.
Oh, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees.
Just like right now.
It was
That's what I was
probably
saying.
following the building's which means the exit would be
I
on the
forgot about
opposite
Kazuichi's
side once
count.
you
I fucked
arrived
up.
at
And thanks to that, the tower waist appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
It's just not God.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all! You're inhuman!
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm
Yeah.
just a bear.
What?
So I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet?
What is the octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
What's an octagon mean?
I see!
Did he get some health back up.
If I recall,
Really low.
an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that.
Oh
For a
my
substitute
gosh.
reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable. I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
This grape house. Grape house right here. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is smooth.
Here!
I selected the grape house. What the heck?
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house? If you
I
cut a
literally
4-sided
touched
shape
the
out of a
grape house.
6-sided one,
That's
you
so
get 8
stupid,
edges.
man.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
Learn?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the Funhouse, which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the Funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
Also, this is the true identity of the ultimate weapon. What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? Who's the killer who did that? Now we're dead for now. Yeah, I did pretty good for the first part, but the second part, yeah, I did really bad.
Hiya! Okay, everyone, all together now.
Oops, I skipped it. Oh well. Okay guys, that's where I'm going to end the video. If you guys like the video, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content. My name's Ugg, and I'll see y'all next time in the second ladder trial.